Hey guys, I wanted to just give you all a quick look at a day using the cup and filter for me and how I kind of lay it out on the page. So over here are the list of the three voices that were speaking to me this morning. Too many things to do. Find your wedding ring. Yes, I lost my wedding ring. Long story, short story, but not worth telling here. And fear about some events that are coming up. So that was kind of what I wrote down after my focus time. And then right here is the identify and the lay down the law. So the first thing was too many things to do. So I said, the voice that's really speaking is that you will never catch up. You'll always do this to yourself, that kind of thing. And as far as lay down the law, I actually wrote these as prayers this morning, so I said, Lord, help me to prioritize and finish these tasks. So sometimes I'll write that as truth, like I will catch up, I will focus this afternoon, or I will take time right after this and prioritize. So sometimes that will be the lay down the law piece. Here is find your wedding ring. Where did you put it is the question. Help me to find this, Lord. And then the fear about these coming events that we're preparing for. No one will come and the pieces won't come together. That's what the voice is saying to me. And then I just speak to that voice with a prayer as well. God, you have called us to this. Be with us in all these details. You are with us. So that's identify and lay down the law. Then here is my time where I tune in, and I had read this scripture in Deuteronomy 4:10. This is a scripture, I just wrote this down. Sometimes I'll write a reflection on the scripture, or I'll rewrite something that God spoke to me back here. And then here is my eject, which was my 5 minutes of free association writing. So this is just don't let the pen stop. And then here is my what I was sensing the Lord was speaking today. Most of the time I actually don't write this much. Most of the time it's just more like, about this. But, I just felt he was really speaking some things to me, so I just kept writing. One thing that's not necessarily part of the FILTER, but that's very important, is that over here in this top right box, I do this almost every day, is any tasks or to-dos or priorities or things like that come into my mind during this time, I will write those here. And someone told me a long time ago, they said, if you write things down, you give yourself permission to forget. And really during this time, one of the fears that would come up early on when I was doing this was that I was like, oh crap, I've got to write this down, or I've got to go do this now because I'm afraid I'll forget. So it was a distraction, really. It was another voice that said, you dummy, you're going to forget this. That's what you're so forgetful. You'll never remember this. So what I would do to combat that was to write it down over here. And sometimes it's that. Here is an example of one that I did a couple days ago where I have quite a few more tasks written down here as well. That's where I'm writing my tasks. So just wanted to give you guys a practical view of how I lay it out, and maybe this will help you as you start your practice as well.